Okay, let's unpack this. Welcome everyone to the deep dive. Today we're plunging into, well, a really fascinating collection of ancient texts, mostly biblical passages, and they paint this incredibly rich, detailed portrait of a figure often just called the sun.
Mm.
Yeah, our sources describe, a being of just extraordinary power, divine nature, and this intricate connection to, well, everything, all of creation. So our mission for you today is to really explore what these profound texts reveal about the son's nature, his bond with the father, and his ultimate cosmic authority. Let's maybe start with a vision from Revelation chapter 1. It's incredibly vivid. Picture this. A figure like the Son of Man among lampstands. He's wearing a long robe, golden sash, and the details are striking. Hair white as wool or snow, eyes like blazing fire, feet like gleaming bronze, fresh from a furnace. And his voice, like the roar of many waters. Just imagine that sound. He holds 7 stars, has this sharp double-edged sword coming from his mouth, and his face shines like the sun at its absolute brightest.
That's powerful stuff.
Honestly, those eyes like fire, that voice like a waterfall, it's the kind of imagery that really makes you pay attention. It hammers home the incredible, almost fearsome power they describe.
Right. And building on that really awe-inspiring imagery, what's fascinating is how these texts tie that visual power directly to the Son's inherent divinity. They point towards a co-equality with the Ancient of Days. That's a powerful term for God, emphasizing his eternal nature. Like we see in 1 Timothy chapter 6, the Son, sometimes called the second person of the Godhead just to distinguish his role, he originally had immortality. Dwelt in light no one could approach, completely unseen by any creature, just like the Father.
Okay.
So the key insight really is that he was originally just as inaccessible, just as profoundly divine as God himself.
That's fascinating, this incredibly powerful, unseen sun. So the big question for our deep dive then is, well, if he was so far beyond our perception, how did these texts say he became known? How did he become, accessible?
Yeah, and this is where the story takes a huge turn. The second person of the Godhead, as the texts describe, came into creation as a human. This incredible act, the Incarnation, God becoming flesh, that's what allowed created beings to finally perceive God. It bridged that immense gap.
Wow.
It's a fundamental paradox.
Yeah.
The unapproachable becoming approachable.
And the titles they give him, they really speak volumes, don't they? Isaiah chapter 9 calls him Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace. Those are names that just scream divine authority, a timeless presence.
Absolutely.
And then Micah chapter 5 reinforces that, saying his origin is from ancient times, from eternity. So he existed long, long before his human arrival.
Exactly. And if we connect this to the bigger picture, this idea of shared worship, a shared throne, it's not just about equality on paper. It's a deep insight into a unified divine authority.
Yeah.
Revelation chapter 5, for instance, describes all creation worshiping both the Father on the throne and the Lamb, that's the Son, with equal praise.
Equal praise.
Yeah, saying, to him who sits on the throne and to the Lamb be praise and honor and glory and power forever and ever. And crucially, Revelation 3 points out they share a single throne.
One throne, not 2 side by side.
One throne. It collapses any sense of distance, presenting them as this single, accessible focus of worship, even while the Son is the bridge to humanity.
That's a profoundly unified picture of worship, Father and Son, one throne. But for you, trying to grasp that, distinct persons, yet worshipped as one, how do the texts handle that? Is it truly seamless worship?
The text present it as utterly seamless. The Son is often described as the Father revealed in creation.
Okay. The visible aspect, maybe.
In a way, yes. So worshiping the Son is, in essence, worshiping the Father. They are inseparable in glory and adoration, a singular focus for all praise.
Okay, so given this journey from unapproachable divinity to incarnation to sharing a throne, what are the practical implications? What about his ultimate authority, his inheritance, according to these texts?
It means the Son holds supreme universal authority, period. Ephesians chapter 1 is really clear on this. It describes him raised from the dead, seated at God's right hand in the heavens.
The position of ultimate honor and power.
Exactly. Above all rule, authority, power, dominion. Elevated above every name that can be invoked now and forever.
Yeah.
All things under his feet. And he's made head over everything for the church. This supreme status, it fundamentally shifts our understanding of power. The Son is at the absolute apex.
And it's not just about position, right? Philippians chapter 2 adds another layer. It says, God highly exalted him, gave him the name above every name, which our sources clarify is the Father's own name.
Precisely.
Meaning that at the name of Jesus, every knee should bow everywhere, heaven, earth, under the earth, and every tongue confess Jesus Christ is Lord, all to the glory of God the Father.
It connects back perfectly. And there's more. Revelation chapter 7 shows the Lamb, who is right there in the midst of the throne.
Still on the throne.
Still on the throne, but acting as their shepherd, leading them to springs of living water. And God wipes away every tear. So this ultimate authority isn't just distant rule, it's incredibly personal care and closeness.
Wow. Shepherd and king. From the same throne, we've certainly covered a lot of ground here. From that initial, dazzling, almost unapproachable image of the Son to these profound claims. Co-equality with the Father, his incredible incarnation, sharing that single throne, and then this ultimate supreme authority over everything.
It really is quite a journey through these texts, and it leaves us, and you listening, with something significant to think about. How does this intricate portrayal of the Son, this divine figure who is both utterly transcendent, originally unapproachable, yet becomes intimately revealed by becoming human, how does that reshape your perception of divinity itself, of accessibility? And maybe even the very nature of worship. That's something to really ponder, connecting these ancient insights to your own understanding today.